my god! It's a Twin Blades variant. There's a Maelstrom on the backside. Phantom's picking up more kills, finds Andrew as well as a triple. Oh, look at Tahaka. Finds the Avatar top lane 6. Great Ring of Frost connecting onto 4 members. We might have a comeback for the ages. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. Will they be able to escape? ETC does fall. What a counter attack by Regen Red, and he's gonna barely get away with his friggin' teleport ability. Holy shit! That was really spicy. All right, what up? Thank you for remaining with us during the break. Not gonna lie to you, having trouble getting in touch with any of the moderators right now. I have no idea where our match lobby is. No one talking. Oh, this might be it. I'm casting. Send me lobby invite. I'm in the Heroes Lounge. Okay, I think I found him. I think we're gonna be good to go. I know you guys just want to see looking for work. That's why you're here. So we're gonna get in there. Fury saw my message, so it looks like we'll get our lobby link. Tower is map 1. Lobby is being made. Let's see if we can find Fury here. Here he is. We're just gonna wait a second, see if that lobby comes up. Then I'll try to get in there. So, map 1, or match 1, I should say, what we saw. All my names were taken. They're moving on to play against. Well, I had the bracket up. Why did I close it? I save myself steps is leaving things open when I know I'll need them again. Here we go. Heroes Lounge website is loading finally. And let's look at the qualifier 4 bracket. Here we go. Alright, so all my names are taken. We'll be playing against Close to Death in the quarterfinals, which is taking place right now over on Typhoon's channel, I believe. If you want to see Order of the Sleeping Dragon, that's on Bahamut's channel. And if you want to see Revive Esports and 2+2, they're over on Gravesville's channel. Gravesville's, I guess that's right. There's S in the middle of that one. Just sounds funny. But you got 4 streams going on right now. Load up that multi-Twitch. Watch them all at the same time. Support those other guys. They're better than me. They're fantastic people. Some of my best friends in the scene. So definitely check out Bahamut. Check out Gravesville. I'm not too familiar with Typhoon, but seems like a great guy. So make sure you show him some support as well. We are in a lobby. But we are going to wait for all the players to be here before we jump into the action. But I have a feeling this is going to be a very good match between these two teams. I saw Fat DivS play last week. Wow, was my flashlight on my phone? That was weird. I saw Fat DivS play last week in the quarterfinals, this same round, up against Celeb Gaming, and they lost 2-0. So they didn't advance to the semis, but we saw a lot of really good play out of them. They really favored banning away that Avatar, which was a hero last week we were so unsure of. Didn't know if it was going to be top tier or with the rework that had happened, if it really fell off. But we saw it tonight in that game number 1 or game number 2, our first game of the night. Here we saw, and Avatar looked decent. Especially paired with the Samuro. Is it going to be a hero you're going to include as much as we saw previously? I think the jury's still out on that. But I'm pleased with what we saw tonight so far, and if we get more Avatar play, wouldn't be upset if we saw another Samuro to go with it. That was fun. But looking for work, I haven't had the opportunity to watch them play at all here in these qualifiers. They are a team that many probably would have predicted to be qualified by this point. We already see 4 teams qualified, looking for work, not one of them. There was 1 week where they, I believe, didn't participate in the qualifier, and that was week... No, they did. Oh, maybe they had to drop out after the first round, though, in that second qualifier. They only got 40 points. But they're only sitting 25 points behind the current leader, Order of the Sleeping Dragon, of these remaining teams. So they're sitting in that second place slot. So looking for work. I believe if they win this match, will actually mathematically qualify. Especially if Close to Death and Revive Esports get knocked out, the two right behind looking for work. But I think with a opportunity like this in front of them, I think they're going to seize it. I think they're going to bring everything they got and make sure they have that spot they are working towards locked up. And we'll see them potentially in Division S this year. Thank you for that follow. That one coming in. Let's see if my chat bot is working. It is. So that's Noda Clown. Also, thank you for the follow, was Fury Hots. Pleasure getting you to stop in here. You know, I'm loving it. You guys just keep it coming in. All the follows. I'll take them. I did actually get to meet a few of these players at BlizzCon. I met Casanova this year. I'll, you know, briefly like, hey, what's up, Casanova? I really doubt he knew who I was. Chatted with Fury for a bit too. Actually, they had the whole LFM team was there, and they had a panel at the Heroes of the Storm event the night before BlizzCon. Just said what's up. I said you guys are doing a good job. Keep it up. And you know, I'm sad to see what was LFM kind of change, and I guess now they're LFW. Some of the players leave and whatnot, and you know, replace a few pieces here and there. But I told them at the time, like, I think it's cool what they're doing, playing in HGC. You know, obviously coming up through the Open Division, they were one of those teams that had to really work to get in there. And I'm glad to see them trying to stick with it with this new roster, try to play some DivS and keep the HOTS esports scene again. So yeah, Golger 2015 in chat says we need HOTS esports again. I couldn't agree 1000% more with you, man. I'm honored to get to cast some of these matches for you guys, and honestly pleased to have you guys be a witness to it. So thank you for being here. Thank you for not only supporting me, but supporting the HOTS scene. You know, whether or not you like it, I'm one of the guys here that you're stuck with now. So I'll try to do my best to bring you guys a good show week after week. Finally, though, I will let you know Casanova is here. All 10 players. I'm going to give them my R so they know stream's ready. And then hopefully the players are ready too. We'll see some action here in the what is now the quarterfinals. Quick tournament with not too many teams really with a realistic chance of qualifying. Qualifier 4 had the lowest amount of teams registering to participate. Most of them already having enough points to make it a realistic possibility that they will advance through. But here we go. We got the countdown from Fury, and we are heading in to our draft number 1. It's gonna be Towers of Doom, the draft selection of looking for work. So first to pick will be Fat DivS, and they got this first ban as well. You know, I talked about last week, we got to see them up against Celeb Gaming. Do they want to pull out some of those same strategies here up against a team that is probably at least the same caliber that they saw last week? But looking for work is a team that has HGC experience, plenty of HGC Open experience as well, a very veteran team. And if Fat DivS, a team of quote-unquote free agents, is going to want to come in and knock off some ex-HGC pros, this is the game to do it. Game number 1, set the tone and come out with a bang. Zeratul the first ban, Abathur the first ban for looking for work. And these have been two heroes we've seen knocked out of these drafts for the past 4 weeks here in these qualifiers. No one's wanting to play against Zeratul, especially. A lot of Maiev bans as well. Curious to see if we'll see her banned out or really prioritized in the top half of the draft. There's an Anubarak ban who's starting to drift back in. We just saw Anubarak in our last game. Saw plenty of them last week as well. can never spell this name right for some reason. I always like put weird letters when I write it down in my book. But here's the final band of the top half. It is the Maiev, just as I expected. Now we're getting into some hero picks with Fat DivS, of course, getting to go first. And I don't know what route they want to go. A lot of prioritization last week was on that Maiev for them. Not gonna be an option here. Instead, it's gonna be that Dahaka, and a skin I like, a hero I play plenty of, as you know. Dahaka gonna get that global Towers of Doom. Arguably for me, one of his better maps, just because of how you stay in that top lane, grab that first one on the set of 3, and you got the brush stalk into bot to help out to get that early lead. Up against it, Ana and Genji. Remember, Ana's Eye of Horus is banned currently. Bugged. Talked about this during our first match, but I'm going to remind you again here. Still banned out as Eye of Horus. But I don't think it's really going to make a difference. We saw the Nano Boost get a little bit of value last game when we had an Ana. I don't think it's as good as the new Eye of Horus, though. And bug or not, I still think Eye of Horus is just an outstanding top-tier talent the way it works right now. Wouldn't be surprised if we see a nerf. But currently, Eye of Horus is banned for this qualifier. Won't see it here. Tyrande also banned out. I think a pretty smart ban. A lot of follow-up opportunity, of course, with the drags, with the stuns from Diablo. Final ban, though. It belongs to Fat DivS, and I wouldn't hate to see a really strong tank get banned out. Maybe that Johanna, who's been picked a lot. They already banned out an Anubarak, which is really a Fury specialty. There's the Johanna ban, just what I wanted to see. And now Fury's got to dig deep. But I'm not worried for him. I know he's got something here he knows how to play. Pairing it with Droplets Genji, though. 5 seconds left. Looking for work on this clock, and what are they going to go with? Li Ming Zul.
It is time.
So maybe showing that they just want to go with this main tank Zul. Throw Fury on God knows what. Haven't made that decision yet. Have an option to swap heroes too if they want to put Fury on the Zul. But our picks number 4 and 5 for Fat DivS have to come first. Need a support. Need some other damage to pair with Jaina. Brightwing's the support. Alarak the damage. I like this. Can really shut down Azul, especially if you want to walk forward and try to throw out some of your scythe. Ain't gonna happen if Alarak can get off that silence, so keep an eye out for that. Final pick, the newest hero in the Nexus, Imperius, gonna be played by Fury, it looks like. And this is a burst composition and a tremendous amount of lockdown as well for looking for work. See if they can execute it to perfection. Let me know what you guys think in chat, though. If you want to vote for looking for work, hashtag LFW. If you're here rooting for Fat DivS and want to see the upset, hashtag FAT in chat. I'm stoked. This is my first game, I think. No, wait, sorry, second game. I'm casting an Imperius. I had one a couple weeks ago when he was first made available to these players. Finish writing down our draft picks as we wait for this game to load up. I'm stoked for this one. Pleasure getting to cast some of these guys from LFW, and excited to see if Fat DivS has what it takes to move on to tomorrow's semifinal and keep their dream alive of making it in as free agents to Division S, quote unquote free. Call it what you want, Twitch chat. You guys know them better than me, I'm sure. Looks like our load is complete. And
prepare yourself for battle.
That keyboard isn't fixed yet. So here we go. And we are back. Game number 1 between LFW and Fat DivS. On the left-hand side, we got Dark Chimera on Ana, Droplets on Genji, Fury playing Imperious, Casanova on Li-Ming, and Swabs Bagoo on the Zul. Ladies and gentlemen, you know them as Looking for Work. And over on the right-hand side, their competitors, Malthanius on Alarak, we got Kelsier on Jaina, AEDS on Dahaka, Zerene on Brightwing, and Zanaris on Diablo. I present to you Fat DivS. Let's take a peek at these level 1 Talentos. Grenade build started up by Ana, and I think this is the way to go if you're playing new Ana. Thank you for that follow, by the way. Mitch Rainers here in chat dropping in. Dahaka's the only one up top so far, and here comes LFW. Gonna see if they can hunt him down. Not gonna be too much there from Genji. Dropless playing a hero he is extremely comfortable on. Perhaps one of the strongest Genji players in North America, if you had to ask me. Here's a lot of damage coming out on top of Imperious. Fury still getting charged into walls. This is a very sturdy hero, deceptively sturdy, but finally will fall. Couldn't get the supporting he needed out of Ana, and it's a double kill. 2 kills picked up early for Fat DivS, and they're likely gonna get everyone out of here. Yeah, Brightwing's safe. Check out up top. This is Zul versus Dahaka, a matchup you don't see every day, but maybe on occasion. Swabs Magoo up against AIDS, and I like it. But I really like seeing this invade coming out from Droplets, throwing out some shuriken, and oh wow, but there's a brush stock coming in. Polymorph on Genji was almost enough to land the drag, but it didn't connect from Dahaka. So Swift Strike right on out of there from Droplets. It is a Sapper Camp grab though, so that will push bottom lane. Nothing yet being matched coming from LFW. Here's a charge onto Li-Ming, but Casanova's safe. Cenarius taking a lot of orb damage, pretty low. Gonna try to continue working on his souls. We'll peek in on that. Currently sitting at 36, and his spell shield at level 1. Dahaka will be pretty sturdy up against this Li-Ming heading into the mid to late game, especially when he has those souls completed. Great silence onto Imperious. Fury still alive. Sappers running at the first tower. It's down, but what might also be down is this Alarak. Yes, great kill. Reset didn't connect from Casanova, but they'll take at least 1 on the scoreboard, and let's peek in on where they've gone so far. Ana with 1, Jaina and Diablo with 1 on the other side. And here's going to be a Sapper Camp for LFW. They're looking at their first one of the game, trying to time it up with these altars that are activating in just about 15 seconds. Neither team at level 7 yet. We're going to be even at level 5 heading into this first objective. Looking up top, it's Zul very low on health and almost non-existent on that health bar. He's going to have to Hearth. Maybe trying to go for that top shrine first and just sacrifice the bottom one. Diablo, Zanaris taking a lot of damage. That's a grenade on top, negating a lot of healing coming from Brightwing. 200 health left. Can Imperious finish the deal with Genji? Yes, they can. Good timing as they're, well, actually, never mind. They got the kill, didn't get the shrine, or the altar. So that's going to be 2 for Fat DivS, and just the 1 for LFW, but they got Sappers here in this bottom lane. Going to try to throw some of them at this wall, but with Jaina and Alarak here, those will not be moving forward, and LFW going to have to go back to the drawing board to try to figure out how to get damage in this bottom lane. Dragon a miss by ADS, and looks like LFW gonna set up for a potential invade, and Dahaka just getting speared. Dropping those spears is the Imperious. Fury looking good. Finding a great little jab there, and now with that camp active, see if LFW wants to invade. Li-Ming's gonna go back to base, get some mana. Maybe that's all it's doing for now. Zul able to push the top into the wall, so a little bit of missed XP there. Gonna continue this XP lead. Alarak stuck inside the bone prison, trying to get away as Malthanius. Not getting away as Malthanius. Another kill for LFW. Altar gonna be active in 25 seconds, and Alarak should be able to get back for this, so it won't be a power play, but They won't have an XP lead either. I was trying to calculate quickly there, but they're so close to 7. They do get it. I'll show you those talents up on your screen. Elongated drag is going to be coming out from Dahaka here, picking up constriction. Actually, no, that's the duration. My apologies. Constriction from Dahaka. So gonna try to get more time for Jaina to get blizzard damage on top, and here's a bone prison on top of Diablo. Gets the cleanse early, Zenarius, and turning it right back around on top of Genji. He's gonna live, but very low on health. His droplets won't be able to contribute too much in this fight outside of his shuriken, and that's gonna mean Fury's down, Imperius out of here. Shrine active, and you saw what happened during the first objective phase. There's a 2-for-1 advantage for Fat DivS, trying to get another extra shrine here over their opponents. Malthania is trying to channel this altar, but the pokes have been fantastic from Ana especially. Dark Chimera keeping this interrupted as long as possible. Another grenade, and now looks like Fat DivS says enough is enough. Trying to get in here. Here's a bone prison on top of Malthanius, and once again the damage on top of him. Alarak low, and Genji enough to get the job done. Resets available for Casanova, but not enough to find a secondary kill in this fight. Fury showing back up. Good sleep too by Ana. Genji getting the kill, and this is exactly why I was talking about droplets and how good he is on Genji. Perfectly played. That's not Genji. Where's Genji? There he is. Droplets, what up? Finding kills, finding heroic talents for LFW, and even, yes, a Sappa camp. And it will be successfully taken. So now with level 10s only for LFW, they're going to come to this bottom lane. Spear missing from Fury. He's trying to find it over the wall. Droplets still looking to get in there. Great flip by Diablo. Zanaris keeping Droplets behind the wall. And a good kill. Great silence. Now Polymorph as well on top of Fury. He doesn't have a lot to be able to get away with this, as Blizzard's going to do a lot. The slow still coming out from Kelsier. Can Jaina finish the job? Barely anything left. 100 health, and Fury gonna live. But Li Ming not gonna have the same fate. Surprising that Imperius lives, but also surprising that Jaina falls. I didn't see that one coming, and it's gonna be a camp invade, a camp steal, and a 6.5 out of 10 on the Richter scale. See what I mean? This bottom wall will be dead.
The old
Sapper.exe has crashed? It's definitely not responding. Finally, it responds though. A little hiccup there in the code. I don't know what happened, but it did connect. I don't think any foul play happened. Malthanius questioning what happened there. Blizz, please. And here we go. Objective phase number 3. Currently, his teams are postured like they're willing to just exchange, and it looks like that's going to be exactly the outcome for objective number 3. Grabbed at the same time there by Zul and Jaina. Going to keep the score even as well, 28-28. This is exactly what you guys love to see on Towers of Doom. Keep it going until late in the game. See at least our second triple altar phase probably. We're going to see a fight before level 13 coming out from LFW. Droplets used a lot of his escapes already, but the turnaround, Imperius showing why he's a hero. Fury doing a great job, finding another stab, another kill, and it's going to be a double as Diablo falls as well. Souls reset. Following the action down here on the bottom side, there's a phase shift in on top of Alarak from Brightwing, keeping him alive, but the wall's down, the towers are down, and LFW looking to grab control of this bottom lane. Camp should be spawning soon. It's being pinged 3 seconds. Yeah, it's almost here. LFW knows it, but they're looking for more stabs, more kills. Great counter strike from Malthania. He's going to keep himself alive. Deflector's there as well from Genji, so some impenetrable shields there by both these teams. No one falls, but in chase is Jaina. Water Elemental in 5 seconds. They might get a kill out of it. Great silence on Li Ming. Another kill for the side of Fat DivS, and perfect timing for them because we have an objective that's going to be ready in just about 20 seconds. No one's been looking at Zool this whole time, so Swazmagoo have been pushing. The Hawkins gonna have to respond, but might be a little late for these sappers. There's 1 and 2 connecting. No, just the 1. And there's 2 and 3 connecting onto the keep. Only gonna be an altar bottom. Great setup right now by Fat DivS. Have the Dahaka with the brush stock if they need it. Diablo with the charge in on top of Fury. The interrupts there though by Droplets. He gets it. Water Elemental, excuse me, is down. Working on Fury. He brings Diablo in the air, brings him back by the fort. Daenerys not with full soul, sitting only at 89. If he falls, we'll have a full cooldown, and there he goes. Diablo's down, resets coming out for Leeming. Finally get it, and even more. Brightwing will be next. Dragon Blade on top of Jaina. Kelsier, see ya later. Fury with another stab, another kill, a quad kill. For looking for work, they're gonna get the altar, but not quite yet. They're gonna play the green game, work on this bottom fort, and get an extra shot to continue adding to what was an early, or actually no, technically they never did have the lead. But this will give them a 5-shot lead. And that's exactly where they want to be with level 16s, a 3-level lead, a 5-shot lead.
Like all the others.
Genji's going to work on the bottom lane sapper pressure. I'll show you that here. Droplets. Top got whittled down earlier by a couple sappers. Minion wave there as well, working on a little bit more of that health bar. But bottom lane, as you know, Towers of Doom, always the priority for these teams. And setting up in defense properly so is LFW, with sappers getting ready to show up as well. This is exactly where they want to be. And they're only going to have to wait a couple minutes until the next objectives are spawning. And they have a great team to play this defense as well. If anyone wants to try to walk forward, it's just going to be a sleep dart. Fury has done a great job playing up front. And, oh, gonna miss, why can't I remember? It's called Wrath of the Angiris. But they get the kill anyway on Alarak. They get the double kill on Diablo. Still resets, and it's a triple. Jaina down as well. LFW even gonna get down the mid fort. Zool heading top with a structure that's already been damaged. With those 3 heroes down, might be able to start sending over the constant barrage. Sappers being grabbed in the meantime as well. Here for the bottom lane. Here's that second triple altar going to be activating in less than 30 seconds. And this is almost a checkmate situation. Of course, that boss is still on the map as well. Hasn't even been looked at. Zool Genji going to try to make sure these sappers connect. They really want to get this barrage going. And they're going to get it. These sappers, 1, 2, and 3. See ya later. All 6 bell towers in possession of looking for work with a triple altar phase active. I think that's GG. There's nothing coming out of Fat DivS except sitting in the bottom lane. GG, we're heading to game number 2. Looking for work. Gonna send the final shots in from Zool in that top left altar. GG. LFW. All right, here we go. Match summary brought to you by Nexus Gaming Series. A quick start by Fat DivS. Looks solid. Really good, in fact. Aggressive on the early objectives. Aggressive on the early fights. Did well against Droplets and his Genji. Didn't quite get the finishing touches they needed, however. Let's take a look at our talent screen. Just really good. LFW showing the experience late game, getting all 6 bell towers, getting that second triple altar objective, all 3 of them, while having 6 bell towers controlled. I think that's enough to get the job done every single time. So 1-0 LFW on the board. We're going to be heading to map number 2 in just a bit. But before we do that, we're going to take a short break. So I'll see you guys in just a few minutes. Thank you for being here. Twitch.tv/MurderRG. Hit the follow button. See you guys in just a few. Hi, welcome back. Thank you for your patience during our break. We have teams already in lobby. I got to give these guys credit for being very punctual, on time, quick to move in between games. We're heading to Volskaya Foundry. We know that. It's the map selection of Fat DivS. You hear the lobby starting behind me. So here we go, right into the action. This is a maybe smart decision from Fat DivS. Maybe it doesn't matter decision, but they want to go to a map they're comfy on, and it's going to be Volskaya Foundry. They still got to deal with LFW, and they're going to ban away another Abathur here. How does Fat DivS respond? What do you guys in chat think? How can they deal with Genji? Are they worried about Imperius? Was Zul a problem for them? There we see the Maiev banned out for the second time in this matchup. This time, however, by Fat DivS. So neither team wanting to play against it, understandably so. We understand that. So here we go, our third ban. Second for LFW is going to be Johanna, another hero we saw banned in game 1. Was banned by Fat DivS in that game 1, but we'll see. Zeratul, not surprised. Taken off the board. But Genji, still an option for LFW. Their first pick. Do they want Genji or do they want their Ana? Ana has been such a first pick hero over the past couple of weeks. Do they want to let her fall through?
With every death comes honor.
They just want Hanzo.
Honor, redemption.
Didn't smell that one coming. So they're going to get a different Shimada than I was thinking. Don't hate it. I actually love it on Volskaya Foundry. I think his control that he can provide on the points with those scatter arrows, with those explosive arrows, it's a lot to be able to stand in on that one spot and deal with that coming from a distance that you can't deal with. So they're going to take the Imperius to prevent Fury from grabbing it again. Going to grab that Tyrande before she's banned away. So that leaves Alex Straza open for Dark Chimera. Another hero I wasn't even remotely thinking we were going to see.
Locked and loaded.
Okay. Alright. We obviously are in the wrong game. Let me go talk to our mods and make sure we're casting the right match here. That's a Nova pick. This certainly isn't LFW, is it? They're memeing. They're memeing on us, Twitch. You guys got Nova emotes, throw them in chat. Shout out to Regen Blue, formerly known as First Pick Nova. One of my teams that play in NGS. It's gonna be Nova. Okay. Diablo Garrosh banned out, so
The games begin.
no Nexomania. But here's picks. It's Blaze and Medivh. This Medivh pick is actually interesting for me because that's one way to prevent Nova from doing anything. But this is still LFW. I don't know. I don't know. Snitches get stitches, and Casanova's gonna play Diva. So maybe some shenanigans with Helping Hand Bomb. Let me know in chat. Comment on YouTube if you are watching later in the future. Diva. Some people love Diva. VCR player, if you're here right now, you're one of those players that loves playing Diva. But Casanova on Diva, we've seen him play it in HGC if I'm not mistaken. I know No Tomorrow ran... Wasn't it No Tomorrow ran Diva comps? Maybe I'm completely ass backwards. Final pick, though, is Kel'Thuzad. Kel'Thu freaking Zod, actually. Let me know in chat right now. Pick your winner. Hashtag LFW or hashtag Fat. Vote, because no one wins if you don't vote. And we need a winner. We need a semifinal tomorrow. Do I vote for a meme? That's what I'm thinking in my head. I want to see it win. I said it. I want to see it win. I want to see Nova win. Your caster's voting for Nova. Why? Why? What is HGC, says Seachel. I don't know, dude. No one knows. I certainly don't know. I was there. I witnessed the final game of HGC. I can assure you this is not it. But here we go. Game number 2. Let me switch scenes. Game number 2, and get ready for these heroes because we got Droplets playing Nova, Fury on Stitches, Casanova on Diva, Dark Chimera gonna play Alexstrasza, and Swabs Magoo. This was their #1 draft pick. Gonna play Hanzo. They are looking for work. Over on the other side, in the red, we got Kelsier on Kel'Thuzad. Zenaris gonna be playing Blaze. Zerene on the Tyrande. AEDS on the Imperius. And up in the air, playing Medivh, I believe is Ryokai. No, that was last match. Who's the final player? It's Malthanius on Medivh, and here's those level 1 talents. Hey, Medivh players, hop out of the air when I'm calling you. I never know, but look at this. Diva didn't know, and Casanova popped out. First credit, technically, for some kills are going to belong to Fat DivS. They're going to get partial credit for a Diva kill there. Medivh going in and out, in and out. Malthanius still alive. Getting stacks on his Arcane and at 11 already. And a dead Nova. The official first blood belongs to Fat DivS. I like this matchup though, bottom lane for Diva, because Blaze is never going to get in there. Just has to constantly poke. But when you get Diva too low, back in the mech, and you're not going to kill her. Also not going to kill Hanzo with the natural agility. Back into the boss pit, survives. Good clear from both teams. I like what each has. We got to watch at level 4 what direction Hanzo wants to go. Swabs Magoo playing that. Started off, of course, with Simple Geometry at level 1. You guys can check that out. 4 of 20 stacks. Hashtag Vape Nation chat. But it's the level 4 talent that I'm curious about to see how they want to option for their wave clear. I'm guessing explosive arrows. But maybe they want a little extra damage on the points and don't go explosive arrows. We'll see. Each team has a turret in their control. Dark Chimera holding 1. Taking a peek up at the boss 2. Great hook. Kel'Thuzad could be in trouble. Kelsier has enough save of his own. Finally gets Medivh to help as well. Gets out, but what a great little circle. Roots him for just a split second. Gave Malthanius enough time to throw that portal down. Gets him out of there. Still checking this boss. Dark Chimera here. Looking at it. Gonna hold the health bar. It's actually gonna go ahead and leash back. So Dark Chimera says, alright, fine. We won't play fun. I'll go have fun with Stitches at mid lane.
Prepare to begin field testing.
Stitches want to play.
Heroes
Control point A being called. Oh, that was actually 100% T-Taurus. He's trying to get a sip of water. Missed the kill down bot. First kill of the game for LFW on the board, and perfect time for them. They're going to go ahead and start the capture on control point A. Move the numbers in the direction of the blue team. And there they go. 1% started. Nova's going to be up top, stealth soaking. Take a look at Droplets here. Playing a hero that I'm sure he doesn't play a lot of, but obviously wanting to have fun up 1-0 in this set. Casanova with a full charge on that mech. Gonna pop it out early. Swabs Magoo, 37 health. He's alive. That bomb didn't do too much. Here's the dragon from Dark Chimera. Gonna get a little extra healing on the backside for Hanzo, so Swabs can walk back in. Casanova trying to be a nuisance with defense matrix, but no kills on either side thus far. Level 7's close right now for LFW. Great hook away from the portal. And wow, 27 stacks on Arcane Rift. Medivh will live. I love that hook from Fury. Didn't get the kill. Casanova might die. Armor reduction coming out. Still alive. Overtime situation in favor of LFW, but that's a double kill. Kel'Thuzad turning it into a triple. Got through a mech and a baby. Ooh la la. Wonderful play by Kel'Thuzad. 15 stacks on his Master of the Cold Dark halfway through that base quest. And Kelsier, I'm going to call Kelsier Thuzad. That's corny. And our first official dad joke of the night. I don't even know if you call that a dad joke. That might have even gone on to grandpa joke territory. Kelsier in hook territory. Fury. Fury, Fury. Locking in another one for the blue squad, and now they're going to be able to walk back on this point with a power play. Maybe even more. Don't even need anything else. Oh, Imperius barely living. There's a Triglav on the map, popping in his Stitches, and Alex Straza looking at this mid wall, already worked down as that top tower here on the mid wall. Oh my god, Imperius. That's minigun damage from the Triglav Protector. Bye. Another kill for LFW, now with 3, but they lose a Hanzo, traded out for Medivh. An Arcane Rift completed Medivh. Triglav still alive as we rotate to the top lane with Stitches and Alex Straza still inside that robot. Need some minions. Need their Hanzo back up. Medivh gonna be up at the same time here. Full strength for both squads. Level 10's close. Oh, so close. We're looking for work. That tower is not going to be enough, but with the split coming bottom, Casanova would find another tower here. That should almost be enough for 10.
We'll make adjustments.
Triglav down up top. Alex Straza down as well. I need an observer. Someone hire an observer for me. Double kill because Fury is stuck. That's big, because those kills are going to put them closer to level 10, and they got to start matching because level 10s are here right now for LFW. Oh, what? What? Dragon Strike from Hanzo. Come on. Cleansing Flame. We see the triple tap from no... I just... Please. Please. Save me from this Bronze League play. Need to see some DivS instead. I don't think that rhymes. Medivh scouting this. Nothing he's going to do. He's not coming out of the air. Close. Close, close is his matchup in XP. Almost dead even. Almost a deadlock. Again, we're going to see Wrath of the Angiris from an Imperius player. Here's ADS looking for a great follow-up. Kel'Thuzad still here on Hanzo. Swabs can't get out. There's no walls to jump over. So Hanzo down. Looking to stay in with the jet propulsion was Blaze. Cineris didn't find it, but the portal found everything they wanted. Nova is down. A double kill for Fat DivS. They're still looking for more, but it's ADS having to try to spear his way forward. He's alive. And sometimes Impale's all you need to get out of a sticky situation. Sounds horrible. This is a PG-13 stream. Camp's gonna be locked up here with no contest. Handed over to Fat DivS. They get their first turret of the game. Still holding on to a biotic emitter as well. This boss is active again. We'll call him Sentinel. He does have a proper name. LFW playing catch-up though. Behind right now in the XP, trying to use this explosive arrows, Hanzo, in conjunction with some of these slams from Stitches. But I mean, ever since the rework Stitches got, the slam build just hasn't been as good. The wave clear on rotations of a map like this, a map like Tomb of the Spider Queen, it's just not quite as much out of Stitches when you used to see players like man, why am I forgetting names already when we're playing this game? But you know, the Stitches didn't really ever see HGC play outside of Dignitas. Fury played it a couple times, I think. But I don't feel he's as one note as he was. He used to just basically be the, you know, the hook bot slam build. Has a few more tools now, but I don't even think it's as good as it used to be. But Fury doing a good job because he can connect on hooks, and that's really what matters. How are they going to use the Dragon Strike from Swabs? Maybe that's the bigger question. Control point B active though, and everyone's here from both these teams. D.Va charged up. Casanova is going to be the one you really want to watch. Kel'Thuzad's going to try to burst her down before the mech can even get popped out, and it's exactly what they were able to do. No mech for D.Va. Casanova is still in trouble. A flanking impale from AEDS finds D.Va. Great kill. Dark Chimera is going to get Wrath of the Injurious right into a huge Shadow Fissure from Kel'Thuzad. That's why you play these heroes together. That was fun, but Cleansing Flame by Dark Chimera was immediate as an escape, and still in dragon form, trying to finish off Blaze. Not quite enough. That DivS gonna survive, but that was a real piece of creativity pulled out by an Imperious composition. The first time I've ever even heard of this. Imperious Wrath of the Injurious into a Shadow Fissure from Kel'Thuzad, and full combo damage if it's all there, I'd assume is their intent. Great. Just call him AIDS. Lol, he doesn't mind. Okay. Tremor, thank you. That's what I'll call him. Still active. Control point B in favor of LFW, but 82% is in possession of Fat DivS, so they have that lead they want. Nova coming up from mid. Still neither team at level 16. Casanova still holding that original explosion that he had at the start of this objective. We'll see if he can use it this time. Walking in, Biotic Emitter on the ground, supporting the side of Fat DivS. Great little reset there by Medivh. Here's the explosion by Casanova. All they're going to find is Tyrande. Zarene just completely isolated. I'm not quite sure how they got there. Here's Dragon Strike during the escape. I don't think what the who how with and now caster.exe is not responding. A lot of Windows errors today. Both games 1 and 2. How did he not die there? The Dragon Strike not placed in the best spot, first off. But it's enough. And LFW gonna get their second objective of the game. Already working down a lot of mid. Oh, Medivh, 230 health, still alive. But with already what they did with the first robot, they're gonna get more. This Triglav is strong and healthy. Top fort definitely gonna fall. Do they want to rotate the mid, or do they want to get down bot, because objective C being next and likely the finishing touch they need on this map will be bot lane, so get what they can on that mid fort, and still healthy, still 45 seconds plus remaining on this Triglav Protector. Wall down bot as well. They're likely going to get all 3 forts with this objective. Blaze in the shadows right now. See if he wants to come on the flank and try to make a play, especially on the tail end of this objective after it ends. But here comes Daenerys. He's walking right in. Jet Propulsion interrupted by Casanova. Says, no, 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 honey, not today. Defense Matrix as well. Keeping heroes alive. Imperious first to fall. Hanzo on the other side going to be traded out. Nova being caught by Blaze. See if Droplets can get away. Jet Propulsion. No, no, no. Bye. Nova down. Fury sticking on Blaze. Cleansing Flame on top. D.Va low. Casanova gets a last Cleansing Flame strike and lives. Had the explosion. Didn't want to use it. Trusted Dark Chimera there. We got camps on the map, and it looks like Fat DivS wants to play this one. Casanova sending a bomb a little bit too far. Didn't do much. A little bit onto Kel'Thuzad. Staying in on the fight is Kel'Thuzad, spreading a lot of damage. First to fall is Stitches. Second might be D.Va. Popped out of the mech was Casanova. It's going to be a camp stolen away, turret stolen away for Fat DivS. And they have an XP lead and a kill lead, 14-6 over a meme comp coming out from LFW. They're going to get a support camp too. Thank you for that, host. This one coming over from Gravesville. My main man sending 25 viewers over. I believe he was casting the 2+2 game. If you have the result, let us know, you viewers. Coming over from there. We have a thriller. A little fun coming out from LFW after a somewhat dominant victory. Game 1 on Towers of Doom. Ended that one with a 6-cap with a triple altar. During the 6-cap, not enough. Kel'Thuzad was looking for it. Kelsier didn't land at that time. They used a lot of heroics. Namely what they've been trying to do here with Leyline Seal. Short cooldowns, a lot of them, though. There's finally that fort falling. They weren't able to finish it before. They get it down. I believe the objective should be announced any minute. Fury going to miss a hook there, trying to get a few of those retreating heroes. But LFW really just has to wait. I know they're down right now in XP, but their head and structures, head and map control is the important part. Not ahead, though, in item control, which is the one good factor if you're a fat DivS fan that they have going for them. Holding on to that biotic emitter, one of the turrets. Sentinel spawns in a minute 45, but there's the announcement. Control point C will be active in less than 30 seconds. It looks like Revive 2-0'd 2+2, so Revive keeping their dream alive to qualify, and they're one of those teams that's already sitting in the top 8 in the point standings heading into week 4 of our qualifications. All they have to do is make it a little bit further. Maybe mathematically making it to that match is enough. I'm not going to do caster math here. There's a Leyline Seal. The follow-up's not going to be there, but they didn't need it. They get the double kill. Mech's going to explode, and Medivh's going to say, you know what? Yeah, give me that. I got a shield. Another double kill. 15-6 in favor of Fat DivS. Let's throw those up on the screen. Kel'Thuzad with 5.5. 3 apiece for Blaze and Medivh, and 4 for Imperius. Imperius turned into a hero in this match. Won game 1. Looking good in game number 2. Grabbing a turret while down heroes. LFW, gutsy play. They make it. Don't lose the bottom fort. We have a pause, and we're going to head on over to my away screen. Twitch. Again, shout out Graysville with that big fat raid. Welcome, viewers. Hunter CJR still here with his raid from earlier. And thank you for the follow. Dope Monster showing up, I'm assuming from Gravesville's channel, so that's cool. Microwave apparently beeped. So we're going to wait for them, and apparently someone needs a new headset. So chilling. You guys have seen a bit of this match, and of course map number 1. Of what you've seen so far, does LFW have enough to come back? Will their dominance of Towers of Doom translate that mid to late game that they were so strong with so far in this mid game? And as we're approaching late game with the 3rd objective active, is it too late for the swing around? Or are level 20 talents what they're waiting for here? I don't know. It's so tough for them to lock in damage. Really not a lot of CC from any of their heroes. Opting for the Dragon Strike instead of the Dragon Arrow. Not having a Gorge instead with the Bile and Cleansing Flame. I mean, all these different things, it's off really what we've seen. Off tournament meta, especially. 2 minutes until someone dinner's done. Okay, so that's the update from the in-game chat. Has LFW been practicing? I'd assume marginally. I don't know. I know they're playing League of Legends, right? Welcome to the RG family. Let's make sure I say this correctly. Stoicism. Thank you for the subscription. Dropping the Twitch Prime. Appreciate that. I think it's number 10. 10 sub count right now. Shout out to all 10 of you. And if you are a sub, recently found out 2 things. 1, you got a sub badge now next to your name in chat, so check that out. I got the regen logos Starting with the Regen Retro, moving on to the Regen Blue and Regen Red finally, once you reach the 12-month mark. And the follow from Stoicism on the back end of that subscription. Thank you so much for that. Is this seriously a mom Hot Pockets pause? If I am taking them seriously, then yes. If they're joking, then no. Are you allowed to pause for that? Technically, they're allowed to pause for whatever they want. I believe it's a 10-minute pause window that they get. They're allotted throughout the entirety of this match. So I think we're probably about 2 minutes or so in. Not that I'm a referee, I'm just a caster. But if any of our mods are here watching and you're keeping track, tell me. We're on a 20-second delay as per the rules. So whisper me on Discord if anything needs to happen there. But I think we're going to be able to get back in. Fury asking if that Hot Pocket's almost ready. How long do Hot Pockets take? 3 minutes? But taking that microwave break now in the middle of the game when you could just eat a cold Hot Pocket, depending on the flavor, of course, you could. Happy to support the stream, man. I appreciate that. And if you're going to support anyone, if it's me, cool. There's so many awesome casters for Division S. Oh, the hell? We're back in. There we go. I didn't get to say R. They said R, though. Objective C. I do. Back to my point. There's a lot of cool streamers. Just got a host from one of them, Graysville. Make sure you check him out. If you don't follow him, at a minimum, make sure you're following Bahamut Gaming, the other one. Check out Bahamut Gaming. Typhoon also casting right now. I don't personally know him, but support him. He's here casting DivS, and yeah, love to see that happen. Something with a microwave was interfering with comms. Okay, so that's what was going on. A microwave interfering with the headset. We're back in action though, and the objective went over to Fat DivS, and this is a late game objective. They had that level 20 first, but it's matched up here. Leyline Seal with Medivh cheats. Finding Hanzo. Perfect kill at the perfect time. Dragon Pop, Dragon Queen's here. Dark Mare gonna try to protect against this Triglav Protector, already sitting at below a third health. Medivh stuck in a bad spot, has a portal, he's back. Casanova without a bomb, low on health, gonna walk forward with that Diva. 100 health popped out of that mech, and not gonna go into range for him. And has the big shot. You see it landed on Blaze, steadily ticking down the Triglav Protector as well, but Stitches down means another power play advantage for Fat DivS. Triglav's still alive, should be able to get the first keep of the game down. Another Leyline Seal is here. Trying to finish off Diva. Casanova almost with a bomb. He can pop it if he wants, and does. In a pretty good spot that time. Just going to zone people away. Medivh going to get the rejuvenating shield. He's all the way back up in Nova. You've seen Imperius multiple times in this game just spear a Nova and kill a Nova. Inside the bunker. That should be game, but we're not going to count these chickens quite yet. Casanova's here trying to do what he can. Trying to finish off Tyrande, but plenty of healing coming out from Zerene. Dark Chimera popping another queen, but 40% on core. Tyrande dead. I don't think this is enough. See you later. We're headed to game number 3. I'm stoked. I get to cast more. I get to cast more. Alright, so here's your match summary, brought to you by Nexus Gaming Series over at nexusgamingseries.org. Season 6 starts in just 2 days. Monday, Season 6 of Nexus Gaming Series will be active. You can catch some of that action here, twitch.tv/murderrg. But here we go in the match summary. Wow. LFW losing. But I think we expected it. Legacy 100 in chat saying easy money. Can't disagree because the meme comp did not hold up, and maybe Nova's not quite as good of a hero as Genji is for droplets. He did lead his team in hero damage, led the game in fact, but no kills for Nova. As LFW fall in game number 2 to Fat DivS, this will bring us to map number 3. And now I don't want to start getting anyone too riled up, but we're in a situation where LFW, I think, still needs to win this game to guarantee their qualification. So, not quite into DivS if my calculations are close. They gotta win map 3 here, and that should be enough. But Fat DivS trying to do what they can to hold them off, to pull off the upset, and maybe, just maybe, make it to tomorrow night to the semifinals, where maybe we have the other half of the bracket. Actually, I think we do. We know from Gravesville telling us that Revive won. But let's, just to be sure, load up Qualifier 4. Yeah, so, wait, is that refreshed? It's not refreshed, but yeah, they're going to be playing Revive as they knocked out 2+2, score of 2-0 in that other quarterfinal. And Revive, I think that means for them, they qualify. Also, we see Order of the Sleeping Dragon already had qualified just by showing up tonight. They move on to the semifinal. And OSD will find themselves in DivS, and good for them. I've been following Order of the Sleeping Dragon since back in like the old days. They played, I think it was in Cheer League where I first met them, but for a fact, Nexus Gaming Series Season 2 and Season 3. Season 3, I believe, when they made the, at the time, was the Division A Grand Finals up against a team called Alaska, headed by, I believe, Hedgie was on that team, Rexpo was on that team, I think Mandby was on that team, some names you guys might recognize. But OSD, a squad that has been around for a while. They made it into DivS. Congratulations to them. Here we go, though. Game number 3. It's going to be Tomb of the Spider Queen. This map was selected. Maybe they didn't set the draft right. Now they have it set right. The map was selected by Fat DivS. So LFW, they're going to have that first pick. I think first pick's really what they're after. I don't... What's going on? Oof.mp4. Can you guys see that? LOL. Hold on. There you go. Nope. I need one more line. We got it this time. Here, you can see oof.mp4. Very funny. I like it. I say the .exe joke. He throws the .mp4 joke.
Tomb of the Spider Queen.
Alright. Back in the draft. This time, the blue team will be batting first. And that's LFW. So here we go. Game number 1, it was Abathur. Game number 2 was Abathur. Do we see it here in game number 3? Probably. LFW doesn't want to play against the Slug. Fat DivS, I don't know if it's even a hero they've played. Let me check last week. No. No, in fact, the games I watched them, they were banning after. So, it's Johanna. First ban by LFW. And there's the Maiev ban. Maiev will not see any play anytime soon. Probably the... Yeah, I'll say it. I think she's the best hero in the game. Certainly one of the most impactful in team fights. And at this level of play, the team fighting's the bulk of what matters. There's that Abathur ban. I thought we'd see that. Enigmatic, thank you for stopping in. Treebeard, welcome back. I was just shouting you guys out. Were you guys here the whole time? I know Hunter's here. He says, yeah, got in with 325 points, so... looks like only Revive can miss out of the teams currently remaining. Okay. So then we're looking at LFW, OSD, Revive, and is it Fat DivS is the last one? Or is it Close to Death? I don't know who that last spot goes to. We do know who Diablo goes to. LFW picking Diablo for Fury. So far less memey so far. Do you have to note a Zeratul ban again? There's a Garage pickup. So last game it was Diablo and Garage both being banned. This game is Diablo and Garage both being first picked. So it's next on Mania time. Who's your favorite wrestler? Is it Diablo? El Diablo? Or is it Garrosh, aka El Jefe? Tracer Tassadar! Bam! Welcome back to 2017. And this will be fun. I wouldn't quite call this a meme. Certainly a niche comp. Really strong on Tomb of the Spider Queen, in my opinion. The Tassadar especially. One of his best maps. Short lanes, short rotations. And plenty of room for side storms. Jaina going to be banned out. Makes sense. They don't want to have that extra wave clear to pair with this Tassadar. Real question for me is, you got to keep Tassadar somewhere in the format, I'd imagine, to stick with the Tracer. So who do you pick for your solo lane, that bottom lane? Maybe a Blaze pick, we'll see. We still haven't seen him show up in this draft. Not banned yet. Final ban, though, on the clock. Taronda is the pick for LFW. And so now we've seen all the bans for both these teams. And a few more picks still to go. I love the Junkrat pick because of the poke on the turn-in, especially. See if those grenades can do the job there. And also the wave clear. One of the strongest in the game from Junkrat, whether you want to believe it or not. His basic attack splash, his Q splashes, and that's enough to clear waves. Leoric Zul'jin is going to be the pickup here. Keeping Kelsier on some less played heroes. Kel'Thuzad last game. Looks like they're going to try to put him on Zul'jin here in game number 3. Definitely was our impact player in game 2. Going to have to be an impact player in game 3 up against Malthael and Malfurion. My favorite little tongue twister, Malf and Malth. But there's your answer for the solo lane. It's Malthael. Not going for quite as much beef. Not a very tanky pick with the Malthael. Of course, they have a lot of tankiness with Diablo. I love the Malfurion. Probably one of the best supports. I'll go ahead and say the best support for Tracer, just because the way his healing works. Uther. God, what a smart pick. What a smart pick this Uther pick is. Gonna have the D-Shield. Also gonna have the armor to protect against the pulse bombs from Tracer. I don't think there was a better hero they could have selected here. So it's gonna take some perfection from looking for work to be able to win this one, because I love the draft, especially that absolute counter that Uther pick ends up being. Fat DivS looks strong. They have my hashtag vote. Who has your vote? Twitch chat, let me know. Add my vote in with your votes and we'll have the answer. Hashtag LFW or hashtag Fat in chat right now. Thank you for the bit, Silent Shoe, one of my oldest friends. Founder and owner of OSD. Congrats to you on being a part of Division S, my friend. Game number 3 between LFW and Fat DivS on the left-hand side. We got Fury on Diablo, Casanova playing Tassadar. On Malfurion will be Dark Chimera. Droplets on Tracer. And playing Malthael, it's Swabs Magoo. Ladies and gentlemen, looking for work. On the right-hand side in red, they just took an upset on game number 2. Zerene playing Uther. What a great pick that was. Kelsier on the Zul'jin. Aids on Garrosh. Zanaris gonna play this Junkrat. Here comes the janitor Leoric, played by Malthanius. They are Fat Div S. And really looking, oh, excuse me, as I just completely hit the wrong button for like the 8th time. Fat Div S with a big upset in game 2. Trying to get started here in game number 3 up against a very specialized composition. This Tracer for droplets. Obviously a high skill player. Mechanical execution that he can throw out on heroes like Genji. And a hero like Tracer, you're just not gonna be able to get too much practice against players that can play at this level. So, does Fat Div S have enough in their collective experience playing Heroes of the Storm to go up against this Tracer comp in what could be their Division S lives on the line here? Tomb of the Spider Queen's the map. It's just selected by Fat Div S. So maybe their comfort level is exactly what they need. More bits coming in. These 10 coming in from Satat. He says, go, bit leader. And yes, you are the bit leader. Welcome, Tracer. Welcome to the tower shots. Got a shield from Casanova. Does survive. Of course, didn't have recall, but a couple of those jumps was enough. First pulse bomb of the game. Lands on Zul'jin. Not enough. Up top, 199 stacks, and this is one Cyan Fusion you want to watch for Tassadar throughout this game. Also, of course, you got to keep an eye on Diablo stacks. Changes basically the entire dynamic of the hero as more bits are thrown in. Silent Chu says, nope, I'm bit leader. Try again, Satat. Gem collection, currently 11 ahead. Our LFW, and also ahead in XP. There's your level 4 talents. Haven't checked in on bottom yet. Malthiel versus Leoric. Swab's doing pretty good job thus far on Malthanius. Couple Diablo heroes. I don't know how much interaction these two get in the lore of Diablo. If you're a lore master, of course, I'd love having you guys be a part of my chat. Feel free to jump in and throw those tidbits at us. 15 gems turned in there by Swabs. A team comp that has to get started early, because once level 10's here, it's just going to be so hard for them to do anything. More bits coming in. Satat says, back on top. I am going broke from all this nickel and dime stuff. 5 bits coming out from Satat. Thank you there. Little fight broke out mid. Of course, I'm going to commentate on the fight if it looks like something's going down, but I mean, these are non-threatening until that pulse bomb hits Junkrat. But not quite enough until he gets the spike damage later on. Whew. Not souls. That's what I'm talking about, Diablo. Until you get the souls, just a much easier target to kill. First blood there belonging to Fat Div S. The start they need. And there's the last gem they need. AIDS with his Garrosh. Gonna walk forward on Malfurion. Dark Chimera caught here, but the stun's not there from Uther quite yet. There it is, finally, and Dark Chimera falls. You saw the chase down. Just enough mount speed from Zerene to get there. The gem's going to be starting to be turned in here. Defense by Fury, flipping AIDS into the fight. Good throwback, though, by Garrosh. The channel's not enough. I believe down bot. Yeah, it's still just Malthanius who's gotten his in. Now both teams with enough gems on hand. I believe LFW will, over time, especially once they get their level 7 talents here, be able to push them back off of this. The Tracer's bomb is currently stacked, so any sort of damage coming out, it's just going to be bomb on top by Tracer. And more bits coming out. Satat, thank you so much. No more ads about vacuums to watch. Agree. You don't want to watch those. There's the pulse bomb. Dead Junkrat. And that's the first kill of the game for looking for work. Gems are down. Quick math, that was at least 15 if you include the ones in the lane that were missed as well. That are dropped. Still with enough for the turn-in, I believe, yes, are both teams. LFW down to 4 remaining. Droplets with those 4 on hand. We'll start the turn-in down bottom. So blue web weavers appear to be the first objective to be spawned. Indeed they are.
My power.
And this is Tastar, almost complete on his Saiyan Fusion at level 1. Very close. Diablo, very close as well on his Soul Stone. 10's almost here, and with these Web Weavers, some structural damage could come out, and we'll see if it's enough to collect those heroic talents. Blue Web Weavers are finally here, up at mid. It's pretty close to this wall, but the turret's not quite in range for the shot, so Web Blast going to connect onto the minions. They got those waved ones at least first. As the first of 3 Web Weavers is cleared up. That one mid there by the side of Fat DivS. Bottom not being looked at yet. And it's going to be a lot of siege coming out from Tracer. A fat minion wave. And the rotation coming out. They're going to find Garrosh holding on to 26 gems. Tracer's here with a pulse bomb. Will she throw it out? There it is. ADS by 26 gems. Also by Zerenai by 34 down. They're also going to get the finishing touch on Leoric. A quad kill for LFW. I had to count there because already respawning was Junkrat. Wait, no. Junkrat never died. It was just triple kill. Shaking my head right now. Can't even count to 3. Can't even count to 3 is this caster. Can count to 10 though. Level 10 talents, that is. LFW first to the mark. 8 gems away from having their second turn in. Not enough for the first turn in after those kills. Fat DivS, a lot of work to do to get back in this, and the wave clear, for as much as I said Junkrat should be able to provide, so far not quite. Warlord's Challenge didn't get cast there by AIDS, so Tracer able to recall. Droplet survives. Now they're just 2 gems away, and they're going to find him here at mid. From having enough for that second turn in, they're going to put him onto Diablo. Maybe not the hero I would have put him on because he was holding 0. So couldn't have been the one to go cash it in. I would have liked to see them been thrown onto Droplets. So they're going to have 2 different heroes turn this in. Looks like Droplet's going to start first with the 8. Going to set them to 2 short. It's just 2 short. That's a dad joke. Bruiser Cam's gonna be picked up, and you know the timing on it, it's good. It's good enough because they'll be able to help defend up against this mid Web Weaver. But I don't want to see this lane pushed out too prematurely to give free clear to this Bruiser. And it looks like that's what just happened. I don't like that play. I don't think that's smart because now in a safe range, LFW gonna clear this Bruiser out for free. And it's going to get minimal damage across onto that Web Weaver. And they're going to have to back up. They can't take this fight away from that Bruiser. And there you go. I think a misstep there by Fat DivS, unfortunately for them. They have to make this defense, though, once again up against Web Weavers. And this mid lane again, the priority. LFW, first Web Blast charging up. Here it goes. Should connect on Leo. Yes, it does. A little bit of damage on Malthanius. They find Ace. Gets the D-Shield. That's down. Garrosh didn't even stay in there, so Leo's going to drop a bunch of gems. He's down. There's Taz Dingo from Zul'jin, so his own form of D-Shield. But Malfield says, I'm going to throw last rites because I know exactly when this is going to end. You're dead. Almost level 13. The fort at mid's down, fort at bot's down, fort at top's down. This objective got all 3 and still pushing now onto a keep. Our LFW trying to find kills too. Garrosh gonna live. I don't think this keep lives though. Web Weaver's here. Blast and not gonna get it though. Blast does not push forward, so they're gonna have to get the heroes to finish off the remaining 50% on this keep. But without level 13s, it doesn't appear as though Fat DivS wants to make the defense, but they have to. They're going to try to do with Zul'jin, trying to lock in Tracer, and Droplets is down. And you want to know what's up? This keep. The keep survives on a thread. And without the Tracer, I don't think LFW wants to be here. They're just going to throw Tassadar stuff at it. Fire Stomp 2. It still lives. They just need 1 more from Casanova. And with that added range, it's exactly what he's able to do here at level 7 Psionic Projection. Oh no. You might have psionic projection, but you don't have a dimensional shift available, apparently. Casanova down. Power play currently for our red team. Fat DivS gonna try to get their first turn in. Boss on the map too, but they just want to turn it. I think that's the more important part. Tracer here to interrupt the first attempt. Droplet's so squishy without his Tassadar and his Malfurion here in the bottom lane as well. Looks like Fat DivS does get the gems in. And their first gems, but with keeps down top and bottom, and the lane's pushed out so far, I don't know how much this objective's going to get. Also, I should note, Bruiser mid. This might just be a completely wasted objective, which would be the worst case scenario for Fat DivS needing this objective. Especially if you look at their gem count, just a quick count on what you see here at mid. It's not a lot. Junkrat with 0. A null value in the hands of the Aussie. Got to make something happen with these web weavers, and it's mid lane so far where they're trying to also make their priority a lane where they still have to keep standing. Just way too much area damage from Tassadar, and the threat of Tracer. Look at where Droplet stands, not afraid, and will always be able to just step right in and throw that bomb every time the fight breaks out. And it could be Garrosh. Look, Garrosh taking damage, not quite enough there. Of course, the shielding coming from Uther is preventing a lot of the trickle from the little shots coming out of Tracer's gun. Pew, pew, pew. But this is a fight. This is a fight they want. Charging forward, Diablo Fury looking for anything he can find. Good Warlord's challenge there by Garrosh, trying to keep everyone back. Looks like Leoric should get back. Garrosh low, gets the D-shield, of course, afraid of that last rites, which was the only heroic not used there by LFW. All 10 heroes are still alive. But an invade is possible here. Oh my god. Tazdingo has to be used again as that pseudo D-shield. And not an attacking Tazdingo, which is the last thing you want if you're Zul'jin. 85-second cooldown? 90-second cooldown? How long was that? 90-second cooldown on Tazdingo. Bruiser Cam stolen. LFW looking for the trifecta of keeps here in mid lane. Very healthy is the Bruiser Camp. They're going to stay in that spell armor, push in, and for a comp that has a Malthael, oh wow, finally Leoric, have a surprising amount of siege damage, getting out of a double support. Outstanding. And they should be able to get this keep down with Leoric not here. Of course, one of the quickest to spawn heroes in the game. He's not up right now. And that's all that really mattered to LFW. All 3 keeps are down. Boss is available. They're not even going to move back to it. They have that 16 advantage. What they don't have right now are gems. They're going to get what they can. Looks like maybe going to start making this retreat. Leoric up. Has an Entomb available. Should throw it down. Malthael is just waiting for from to pop it. Not going to pop it quite yet. Would have been great to sync up with that Riptire. But instead, Entomb survives the fight. Leoric doesn't. Zul'jin doesn't. Garrosh also does. Okay. That's it. Shout out to everyone. J-Hog here throwing down the pew-pews. That's going to be it. LFW moving on, maybe to be cast by you tomorrow, J-Hal, to the semi-finals and have... I don't want to do the math, but I believe they've qualified for DivS with this move on to the semifinals. Someone who's smarter than me will do that math. I'm not going to do it, but if I had to guess, they did. Congrats to them. They take the set 2-1. Let me update the scoreboard because you're going to want to know that if you're just tuning in. Game number 2 was handed over to Fat DivS, but game 3 so dominant, just like game number 1 on Towers of Doom, in favor of LFW. And this time they did it with a little bit of 2017. Tracer Tass, throw in Malfurion, recipe for success on Tomb of the Spider Queen. I don't know if we'll be able to get any interviews. I don't think we will, in fact, so I'll show you guys the talents. Here you go. They're your winners. An outstanding set especially from Fat DivS. From what I know about them, they're a team of free agents that came together, made it pretty far, almost made it to DivS, but I think that's enough to lower them below the rest of the teams. Check the standings tomorrow. JTR Hots in chat says, we DivS now, Pog. Yeah, baby. Tomorrow will be the final day for Qualifier 4 and final day for qualifying in general for Division S. So make sure you tune in. I doubt I'll be here, maybe if my girlfriend lets me get away for 2 nights in a row, which is typically the problem, but I believe you can check out twitch.tv/jhow4444. Yes, that's 4 4s at the end. He'll be casting, if I'm not mistaken. We've also had the pleasure the past couple weeks of having Trixler on. Don't know if he'll be rejoining for tomorrow. I think the answer is yes, so check out Trixler's stream. Also check out Bahamut Gaming and Gravesville. They've been thrown into the action over the past couple weeks for day 2. So they're there. But you guys were here today. That's what makes me happy. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the subs. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the bits. And again, thank you for showing up. Can't do it without you. Can't wait to cast some real Division S matches. Congratulations to those of the teams that qualified today. But that's it for me tonight. Once again, I'm Murda. Find me on Twitter at MurdaRG. Here on Twitch at MurdaRG. And also over on YouTube, follow the link from, I believe it was just thrown out by Nightbot. Click subscribe, hit the bell if you want to be notified. I love you, and I will see you guys in the Nexus.